there. Sorry about that. We'll just have to live without it. Let's get the chat up though. Whoops, that's not the chat. Welcome everyone to episode 11 of Chess Whiz TV. Today we're going to be playing in the weekly bullet tournament on Light Chess, and it's going to be good. We are aiming to win this tournament. Now last week we played in this same tournament and Takada took us down. He ended up winning the tournament and we took second place. No longer. We see he's in today's tournament as well, but we're going to have a different result. That is my prediction. So let's jump over to the tournament screen now, if we can make it there. There we go. Sorry, I had a computer crash right before we went on air, so I had to reboot everything. But it looks like we made it back. So let's get back to that tournament. I bet it started without us. Tournaments, monthly bullet. Whoops, that's not the right one. This always throws me off. Weekly bullet. And join. All right, so we're jumping right in. There's no time because the tournament's already started. And we're starting against Vexch, who we have played before. Oh, we don't have any sound. Let's try it. There we go. Can you hear me now? I want to hear the pieces too. I would rather hear the pieces than me. I'm sure it's different for you guys, but I hear myself all the time. Basically 24/7. Okay, so we've got a bit of a Queen's Gambit here, except I'm black. I don't mind at all. In a serious slow game, being black is a bit of a disadvantage because black goes second. You'd rather go first. White definitely has better results, especially at the top level of the chess spectrum in terms of skill. But online, these speedy games, it really doesn't matter. Black and white have similar results. So it's not such a big deal. People who throw their knights away for pawns do a lot worse, like he just did there. And so thank you for that knight. With that knight, I will now win. Let's trade knights over here. Oh, you're not going to trade? This is pretty deadly for you. Check. And got to get off that diagonal. Or that line, I'm sorry, to my rook. Or his rook. Boy, we're all confused today, but he's in pretty serious trouble here with this diagonal for my bishop. And no king protection. His pawn is off the side there. So let's win this game and get things sorted out. More trades, right? Let's do it. And then pick up another bishop. Okay, nice try, but that's not going to work. I should probably stop the back rank checkmate here. My bishop was holding it, but better safe than sorry. Oh, good move, good move. I'll hold that one there. And jump there. He's almost out of time too. Let's promote a pawn. It's always easier to have an extra queen when you're trying to checkmate somebody. So, bring in the queens, checkmate. All right, game one is a win. Let's reorient ourselves. We started kind of suddenly there because the tournament was starting. My computer was booting up, and I was a little discombobulated. You can see on the screen all the players who have won one game, and there's a lot of them. So I didn't get a chance to see Takada on the screen, but I think he's there. Let's throw away some pawns to throw off our next opponent here with the Smith-Morra Gambit. It's not that great a gambit. But one of the reasons I play it in these fast time controls is your opponent might be pre-moving his next move. He might already be saying, I'm playing knight c6 next, and so he won't take your pawn on d4. And that allows you to get a nice center right off the bat, right at the start of the game. Boot. I brought out all my pieces and I'm still down a pawn. That's not right. Guess I'm trading. It's not the way I should be playing, but I guess I will. More trades. That pawn is kind of weak up there. Not very cool to be doubled like that. Can I take this safely? I don't think so. But my pieces are a bit more active, so I don't consider that I'm losing just yet. Let's go pin his bishop. And now your bishop is pinned again, and I'll win your bishop. Attack it a third time. It's looking good, looking good. And now, boom! What tactics are going on? Queen can be taken, queen can be taken. Oh! I miscounted that one and lost my rook. But I do still have a bishop for it, so. Now I'm down the exchange. I don't like the 6 seconds remaining at all. Especially when you're going to be checked forever. I shouldn't have gotten my king pinned behind there like that, and now with 2 seconds, I'm going to lose this. Out of time, and I was losing as well. I need to go a little bit faster. We've learned from that, certainly. Look at all those guys who've won 2 games. This is a pretty big tournament. But it's not over just because we lost a game. The way these tournaments work, as you guys probably know, is that you just keep playing. Whoever wins the most wins. And we play for 45 minutes here. So it's a long, long tournament. And losing one game does not put you out of it. With doubled c-pawns here, I'd love to advance one of those. But he's making that hard with b3. So I guess I'll push this pawn down here and trade that off. So one loss definitely sets me behind, but I'm not out. It's not like it's over because of that. Can definitely come back and win a couple of games. What is happening to my pawn structure? I'm making a little tent here, but that's not my intention, if you enjoy the pun. Oh, pretty bad position. What's this guy doing to me? But one thing I've learned is I can't just sit there staring at my pieces. I have to actually do something useful with them. So we'll call this the useful thing. King to the queen side, I guess. It has to go somewhere. Don't have a very safe king. Maybe king g6 or b6 over here. And I can attack with my king. Oh. Didn't work. What? Where's my queen? Resign. Okay, 2 in a row. Maybe I'll just check my email or my message. Hey, did you withdraw from the tournament? Yes, by accident. And how do I mark that as read? Open a new tab, drag off the screen, and we're done. I'm going to need a separate off-screen Lichess just to deal with all the spam. Yes, I withdrew from the tournament. I don't know how. Maybe it was part of my computer rebooting, but that was not my intention. Same deal here with d4, same as with the Sicilian opening where I threw away the pawn 2 games ago. The idea is if they don't capture it, then I'm doing well. Bit of a hoping move. As you guys know, you should not play hoping chess, where you just hope your opponent will make the wrong move. But it's oh so tempting. Even I fall prey to it. Got my pieces out. Check to you. Is there any good spot for your king? Over there, huh? See, I don't think that's a very good king position. It's stuck on the back rank. And the rooks are split, one on each side separated by the king. Get out of here, knight. Move. I don't want to lose my knight for a bishop. I mean my bishop for a knight. Thanks. Okay, his position's falling apart. Now I will win. Don't want to give up a bishop in a position like this for only some hop-happy knight. So that's why I'm willing to play bishop c1. I know it's temporary, because once I kick the knight, I can get off the back again. It's definitely slow. Check, and I win a bishop. It's definitely slow to be moving your bishop backwards like that. Maybe it wasn't best, but skewer, and I win a rook. Pretty good tactics here. Gotta love having all these extra pieces. How about a pin next? Boom! Pawn is pinned. We've had a fork, a skewer, and a pin in quick succession. That's gotta be fun. Game over. So I've picked up 1 win now. So the winner is the leader, current leader. Here, you know what I want to do? Duplicate this tab. This is a pretty cool thing you can do, duplicate with browsers. And now we can gaze at this while the other... You are playing this game, I don't have to join. Okay, so this guy's won a lot of games in a row. Takada is not in the lead down here. He's only played 1 game, so he might not be a contender. I have a chance here. Maybe he's left even, because how do you just play 1 game after 9 minutes? That's not really what happens. in 1 minute games? Maybe he had to go. His doorbell rang and he forgot he was in a tournament. Could be, could be. This guy's not really playing normally. You move your bishop 3 times like that in a chess game, right in the opening. And now he's attacking me like crazy without castling or bringing out any other pieces. That's not recommended, guys. Don't play like this at home. He's trying to attack, but he hasn't castled. It's not safe. But it is interesting. It is a way to catch your opponent in a speed game like this, because it's harder to defend when there's not very much time to think about your moves. Harder to defend. Let's repeat every word. That will make a lot of sense, if you know what I mean. Come down this open line quick before he checkmates me. I don't think he's going to like his king in the center here. Not a bit. Not a bit. Okay, this is going to be a pretty good check. Boom! This is going to be a pretty good capture. Boom! And this is going to be a pretty good checkmate. Oh, there's a knight there. Okay, I won't checkmate you just yet. I'll bring my queen over to help. This is going to be a pretty good check. Check. And check. And check. Oh, these are pretty good checks. I'm loving it. And here, with your knight pinned, bishop here would be good too. With the knight not moving and the queen covering. Yeah, and he's out of time. Good thing, because I'm out of time also. Pick that up. Pick that up, and the checkmate arrives. Oh, almost arrives. That rook just about surprised me. There we go. Checkmate. With 1 second left. Excellent game. So that's what happens to you if you try to attack. And we're playing in another game. Now it's over on this tab. Talk about confusing. Try to attack without castling. The center opens up, and it doesn't work. So don't do that to me, guys. Don't do that. Closed center this game. Who's going to play on what side of the board? I think we've got an opponent trying to come here with knight f5, so don't do that. How about knight here? Or here? Yeah, we've got some powerful knights. I'm trying to get f5 played here to give myself some space on the king side. Now things are going to get interesting. I have to go this way to protect my f-pawn. And now he's attacking it again. Maybe I have to push it. We'll see how he likes his king opened up. Wow, that's a cool spot for a bishop, protected by this pawn. But once I get my knights sorted out here, we'll be doing fine. Oh, checkmate! No, 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 no! Don't checkmate me! No, 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 please, please don't. Ah, thank you. Okay, since you didn't see it that move, you won't see it this move. And that's the reasoning there. I'm still in checkmate. Yes, he did not checkmate me. So he had queen takes h7. Oh, he has it again. Oh, this guy's the kindest man on the planet. He can still do it. He can still do it. Oh, give him 6 chances and he'll do it. What a mistake. What a mistake. Ah, okay. I'm playing Bear JR, also known as Bear Jr. in this tab. So with 2 losses now, the problem with that loss is that it broke my streak. I had a winning streak of 1 game, maybe 2, and every time you start your streak over, you're not getting points nearly as quickly as the tournament leaders. You basically need a streak to do well in these tournaments. You might think, well, why not no streak? What if no one gets a streak? There's so many players in the tournament that it's just about statistically impossible for no one to get a winning streak. When 2 people play, someone's going to win. So that ends up with someone getting a winning streak. So that needs to be you if you want to win the tournament. Still 37 minutes in the tournament, though. So even though I've lost a couple games, I'm still not out of this. I will not give up hope. And I will not play slowly. That's my new motto. I gave you that pawn intentionally. It's a trap. Okay. Looking pretty good. Hit that knight. Go away, knight. Oh, don't go away. That's even better. Pretty clever. Trade there. Queen back. Bishop. This is a great spot for my bishop. Now we do have opposite colored bishops, but I don't mind since I have an extra knight. But it is a little bit more scary with opposite colored bishops. His attack can be a little bit stronger. Oh, really? What can we do in this ending? Time's going to become a big issue with only queens left, unless he trades queens. Okay, time's not so big an issue now. What kind of ending is this? We have the same number of pawns, but something about my pawns seems worse. Maybe their doubliness. My pawns cannot protect each other, so I'm definitely in a worse position here. Oops! Oh, this is scary. I do not want to move back here because he gets the opposition, and that's the death of me. See how he's able to slip past like that? Fortunately, he's out of time. Otherwise, I would really lose this game. Just go make a queen over here. Out of time. Hey, I was going to get a queen first also. Jump over to this tab. I really shouldn't have two tournament tabs open, so let's close one. Okay, we've got an exchange French defense. Very drawish, except so many people would quickly make a move that would lose their queen here, and I am one of them. So you have to be careful with that. How about this move? I'll get a bishop for a knight. Maybe he won't castle. If he doesn't castle, then maybe I don't want to castle. Because that open line there for his rook is a little scary. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't consider that as a possibility. What a strange opening. Strange indeed. Pull that out. I'm hoping to trap his bishop with g6. Oh, he didn't allow it. So my pieces are a few moves ahead of his, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I have enough to compensate for the pawn. Check this way. It's kind of cool. Doesn't lead to anything. Coolness does not give you points in chess. Attacking pawns does. That's a pretty good attack over there. Oh yeah, how are you going to protect those, buddy? Protect this pawn? Protect this pawn? How are you going to do it? And now I've got another weak pawn over here I can cover. Yep. Oh, interesting. Same double pawns again. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, he can trap my bishop. And he did. But with 7 seconds, is that even going to matter? I just need to keep my last pawn so that when he runs out of time... No! And he's out of time, but it's a draw, which breaks my streak again. This is unacceptable. I need a winning streak now. We're starting to get to the point. It's a draw because I had no pieces left to checkmate him with, so even though he ran out of time, I don't get the win. I need to start winning some games in a row here. That's the only way to jump ahead in this tournament. Other players have been doing that because it's impossible not to. Because if you're not, your opponent is. So I need to make that me. Switch places with somebody here. How can I pick up this pawn? Should I trade queens? All right. Don't have time to think. That's right. I need to think about how I can't think due to insufficient time. We require more time. I'm sure you guys know the real finish of that sentence is we require more minerals. Or is it not enough minerals? That's what it is. We require more Vespine gas. That sounds a lot more correct. How's that isolated D pawn going for you? This pawn cannot be protected by a pawn, so I can just attack it with everything I've got. Protect that with everything I've got. This should be an interesting finish. Now we've got opposite bishops. Now we don't. 20 seconds left. He resigns. I've got a win. All right, there's my first win. Whoops, I just clicked the wrong game. So what do we need? I'm in 6th place with 11, but the leader has only 22. I can definitely jump up there by winning a lot in a row. But we are facing a fierce opponent. This Igor guy, he's won a lot of tournaments in the past. In fact, he's one of the players with the most number of tournament points, wins, that's basically out there in live chess. If you go to the tournament section of the webpage over there, by clicking on where it says tournaments, you're going to see his name on that page because he's so good at tournaments. So it's not going to be easy to take him down, especially the way he's pushed his pawns out here. Like an insane, crazy man. That's what that's like. Oh good, I've got a nice square for my bishop. Does that trap you? No. How do I protect my king? This is quite an attack he's got. I'll shift all my rooks over here to where my king is to help protect. Oh, this is so bad. My rook's going to get trapped in. That'll stop it. Now what happens? He castles over there so that I'm hopeless opening up this side of the board. I need to attack him over on this side. Want some trades? Oh, and my rook is trapped. I gotta get out of here. If he had played h4, my rook would be unable to move. Capture that. And check. Gotta love check. How about there? It's not check. Trade. Pull back. 11 seconds now. Oh, I shouldn't have traded. Oh, I really shouldn't have. This is very, very dangerous, these two pawns. There's no way I can stop them. Oh, and I lose to this Igor Kok. Wow, what a name. We're not off to a good start. This has been a high-speed tournament. Barely have time to catch my breath. Losing every other game is not a good way to win a tournament because you need a win streak to win a tournament. People on chat are having a good time. They're asking, are grandmasters and international masters simply really top-rated Lichess players? Certainly not. Grandmaster is a very difficult title to get, and you don't get it by visiting Lichess.com. Instead, you have to play. It's really, really hard to become a grandmaster, by the way. If you think, oh, I'll just be a grandmaster because I love chess, think again. It's one of the hardest things to do in life, in my opinion. I think it would be easier to climb Mount Everest, although perhaps that's statistically not true. There are more grandmasters than climbers of Mount Everest. That's because who would want to go do that insane thing, climb up a crazy mountain like that? That's why there's fewer climbers of Mount Everest. There's fewer humans who would like to do that. It's very uncomfortable. But being a GM, that's hard. Basically will take you your whole life to do. Someone on chat says, is ChessWhiz saying that because he read the chat? Or is he just talking about grandmasters because they occurred to him at the same time that I typed about them in the chat? The answer is yes. I read the chat. So if you have something amazing to say it now, and it might be aired. How do I protect this pawn? Ah, I don't like that move. And it doesn't protect it. No wonder I don't like it. I'll go pick up this pawn. Take that. And some more weak pawns I can go after. Shall we trade knights? Good, thank you. Simplifies my problems a lot. With 10 seconds remaining, I need simple problems. Knights are awfully slow. Whoops. Let's do that again, only this time I get your pawn. Knights are awfully slow. In terms of getting around the board, so it's tough having a knight in this position. Eddie's out of time. It's tough because the bishop can attack the queen side and the king side at the same time. So if there's a pawn getting past the board on one side, the bishop can be covering that while assisting his own pawn on the other side of the board. That's not something my knight can do. It goes at most slowly. And we're back to Vexacha. So here's a chance to win 2 in a row. There's certainly no way I'll lose to Vexacha since I've already beaten Vexacha in a game of chess today. So once it's been done before, it's easy to do. Unless we're talking about becoming a grandmaster. Question on chat says, hey ChessWhiz, do you have a YouTube channel? The answer is yes, but it's hard to find. The reason is, if you go to YouTube and type ChessWhiz, good luck. It's actually going to say, did you mean Cheese Whiz? Which actually people read me as Cheese Whiz all the time. More people have called me Cheese Whiz than ChessWhiz. But that's not right. I'm not Cheese Whiz. But it doesn't just say, did you mean Cheese Whiz? If so, click here. It actually says, did you mean Cheese Whiz? I think you did. Here's the results for Cheese Whiz. If you meant Chess Whiz, well then you'd better click over there because I don't believe it. So it makes it pretty difficult to find me. But if you do find me, you'll find the older episodes that I've done. This is actually episode 11, as I mentioned at the beginning of the cast. Thank you for the free piece. So you'll find a couple more of the previous episodes. Ustream is going to delete the old episodes after 30 days, which hasn't quite passed yet. So that's why Ustream has the episodes too. If you look over on the right of the screen, after you shrink up the window, because of course you have the window at full size right now, then you can see previous episodes. I definitely recommend the episode called Crazy Openings. I believe it's episode 9. In that episode, we played crazy openings that no one's ever heard of. It was a lot of fun. So that would be a fun one to watch if you're thinking about watching a previous episode. There's nothing else on the YouTube. Thank you for the queen. Thank you very much. On the YouTube channel other than these episodes. So you're not going to find any extra content there right now. We have someone in the chat saying, my name is Be Careful, first of all. So you got to be careful with that. And then he says, are you saying that ChessWhiz is a grandmaster? He's totally not. He's horrible. And you are exactly right. I am nowhere near a grandmaster. If I were to play a very strong player on Lichess, such as Presa, who's highly rated on Lichess, he would definitely beat me all 5 games. Definitely, without a doubt. The only way I'd have a chance is if we played very fast chess, like 1 second per move, with no time starting. And if we did that, he would still win all 5 games, but with less likelihood. I think maybe I'd have a 15% chance, 20% chance of winning or drawing one of the games. And probably winning, because it's hard to draw a game in such a fast time control. So the games just you don't end up with a lot of draws. So that's my estimate on that. He's a much better player than I am. But I have one advantage. I'm streaming and he's not. So that's why you guys are not watching him right now. Also, I'm extremely witty and funny and clever and fun to listen to. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. But since you can't hear him at all, you have nothing to compare it to. If I move my bishop, his queen is under attack while I run out of time. Oh, he fell for it. Perfect. Now I need to win quickly. There's a good checkmate down there on g2. There's a good bishop takes here. Oh, checkmate. Good. Whew. Very good attack I had there. I'm very glad of it since I was running low on time. And the next game is in. This gig GI69 has beaten me already this tournament. So we have to show him what it's all about. I've won 2 in a row now, so I need to start a streak. This is where the streak gets going. Playing an isolated d-pawn position. This is called the Isolani. This pawn here. It's called that because it's so common it needs its own special name. It can't just be isolated d-pawn position. That would be much too long of a name. Bishop there. Clever way to trade bishops. What you don't know is I already saw that. So what's a good move? I guess I could give up my Isolani. In exchange for letting him trade off his backwards knight there. He doesn't want to do that. I think you should, dude. Take it. Are you going to checkmate me? No. He was lining up for queen takes g2 checkmate. And now I still have an isolated pawn. Wow, that was very clever of my opponent. The nice thing about playing a clever opponent, actually it's not nice at all. You typically lose when you do that. Don't play clever opponents. Going for a back rank checkmate here. Ah. Get off my isolated pawn. Now I've got active rooks in 7 seconds. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to work. This cheese is going to be uncut. Actually, the part about the cheese I kind of threw in there. Most people don't mention cheese when they say something's not going to cut it. But I like cheese, so I threw it in there. Instant moves are not even going to be enough. 1 second is not enough seconds. Out of time. No! Not only did that end my win streak, but I've lost to that guy again. I need to assert my dominance over him. I won't exchange this time. It's Caro-Kann, and I'm gonna... Oh, I can't exchange this time. What should I do? How about Boot the Knight? Boot the Knight is a good way to start your beatboxing, because in order to beatbox, you must say boots and cats repeatedly until your viewers get annoyed. Thankfully, I have a lot of viewers right now, so let's annoy them. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. See how easy that is? And it starts to sound like a drum loop. Like that. It's excellent. Oops, there goes my bishop. Guess I shouldn't pre-move. Guess I shouldn't beatbox while playing chess. Well, down a bishop is a small price to pay for such an awesome drum loop. Definitely need some applause for that. He's not really brought out a lot of pieces. Oh, look at that beautiful pin. His pawn is pinned and he cannot recapture. And that's not a good square. Pick up a couple of pieces there. All right, one win down. I certainly can't lose this now. Boop. Boop. Let's get that 1 off the screen. Okay, it's gone. Very good. We can't have a 1 up there. It's a good thing Mole98 isn't watching. Last episode, he threw a 1 up there, and it slowed me down, just as that one did. Oh, yes, some free pieces. Not much left of my opponent here. Is that a good checkmate? I think so. So there's one win. You can see me limping along, barely getting a streak. That is my problem this tournament. Certainly nowhere near first place, but there's still a chance, 19 minutes left. If I just win every game from now on, although that's statistically unlikely, it's possible, and I like to talk about possibilities. If I just win every game from now on, I think I can win the tournament. If I lose this game, I do not think that will be true. I think this is my last chance to win the tournament, basically. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to do horribly. I could still get second place. But you've got to get a lot of wins to win an entire tournament. Look at this beautiful center. Look at that beautiful bishop, not allowing him to checkmate me. I bet he doesn't like that. How should I capture? How should I capture? That's the wrong question. How? Take how out of that sentence. Should I capture? And the answer is no. Take, take, take. Interesting result here. We're going to trade queens. Close it up. He's happy to have it closed because he wants to attack me on the king side. But there are some open lines over here on the queen side that I think he might not be happy about. Oh boy. I should have played rook c8 here. I shouldn't have moved my king. Now we see why. What is my king doing out here? Right, but his king is in the center also. And he castles kingside. That's actually pretty funny. Boom. 15 seconds left. If I can get my queen down there, I can checkmate him. Go on, take my free rook. Take it. Yep, checkmate on the way. This is a difficult position for him. Giving up a knight in order to delay the checkmate. Look at that, he can't check me, and there's the mate. Beautiful attack. That's what happens when the board gets opened up. So I've won the first game, won the second game, streak has started, but I am way behind the tournament leaders. 46 and 44, these guys are battling it out for first. And Raskolnikov is probably going to overtake with the, and there he goes with the win streak. You can see that little flame, that means he's just not losing. And that's about double my score, so sadly I'm not going to win the weekly pull-up. But it's still fun. Jeff Hardy matters. I meant to say just hardly matters. I'm not sure how it came out like that. And he's not at his computer. This is a great opportunity to say, hello guys, don't leave yet, even though it looks like I'm totally toast in this tournament. The reason you should not leave is next episode, which is Tuesday, is going to be something amazing and fun. So you need to stay tuned so you can find out what that is. You won't want to miss it. Talk about a commercial. I don't usually have commercials on this channel, but if it's actually me talking, then it's a commercial. Commercial for myself. You don't get a lot of commercials on Lichess, by the way. You guys have probably noticed that. No ads. I found out why there's no ads on Lichess. Okay, so this took a lot of research, but there's an interview of the founder of Lichess, Thibault, available online. Now it's in French, which kind of makes it difficult to read for people like me, since I don't speak French. But it's there, and thanks to the internet, I can translate it. Now it doesn't come out quite right, but it's close enough. So here's what it says, and I quote, "The interviewer asks Thibault, why aren't there ads on Lichess? You could become super rich. Everyone would click your ads, and you'd be awesome." He answers, "I'm allergic to advertising." No kidding, he says he's allergic to advertising. So that is why there's no ads on Lichess. Thank you very much for your allergy, Thibault. We are very thankful for it. He was forced to throw away some pieces. I don't mind that. Don't mind it at all. Now please don't checkmate me and we'll have a good finish. I'm not finished either. There's a good skewer. Of course, I could have just taken that rook, but why not skewer it first, right? Oh, and a pin. Now I'll take it, and then I'll attack pinned pieces, which is what you should do to pinned pieces. Now I'll attack pieces defending pinned pieces. With 9 seconds, I have to be quick. Good, thank you for allowing a queen trade. That simplifies my task immensely. Make a new queen. Much easier to checkmate with an extra queen. Which way are you going to go? Which way do you want to be checkmated? That way. Okay, here we go. This is a very useful checkmate strategy. You simply move your rooks and queens, or whatever you've got that's straight moving, past each other in a stair step. So queen would go here, and then the rook would go here, and then the queen would go here, and the rook would go here, just one over each time. And that creates 2 walls for the king. It forces it against the side of the board. I am playing Aurora chess. No, I'm not. I'm done playing Aurora chess. I am not playing Aurora chess. There seems to be a bug on the website. I'm in the tournament. It says I'm playing Aurora chess, but I already beat Aurora chess. So, refresh, withdraw. I guess I'll withdraw and then join again. Maybe that'll fix it. I am playing Aurora chess. No, I'm not. It's a good thing Thibault was watching, guys, because otherwise this might not get fixed. Hey Takada is into place, and is he leading? No. Why not? Because he's played 7 games, and the tournament leader has played about 3 times that. It's tough to win tournaments while AFK. I have to admit that. So there's Thibault in the tournament room. Hello there. You should notice that I can't play any more games. It says I'm playing Aurora chess, and I come over here and it says checkmate. Now last time I checked, checkmate means the game's over. And there's no way to avoid this. Refresh, nothing happens. Click over to my game. Where's my game with Aurora chess? Oh look, it says it's not finished. Hey, wait a minute, it is finished. Click on that game. And I can view it. You can see that it's the Mises opening with d3. I don't know why he played that. He probably thought he was black. There's a pound sign right there. That means checkmate, for all of you who are wondering. What's queen a1 hash? Well, that's checkmate, which means it should be over. So we're stuck now. We're in an endless loop of not playing chess. Help me, Thibault. It's a little hard for me to type because yesterday I sawed off the end of my finger. I'm probably not going to show that on camera. But basically I was dropping something round and thought it would be a good idea to try to catch. But it wasn't a good idea. My brain told me to do it and I obeyed. I usually obey my brain. But in this case, it caused a mortal wound, which is a wound to me. An immortal wound would be a wound to someone who's immortal. I haven't met anyone immortal just yet. ChessWiz, quit next sign. Quit next sign. No, Quit next sign, everybody. It makes no sense at all. So this is where we lose viewers, right? Who wants to sign in and watch somebody get stuck in a turn? Withdraw. Join. I'm totally stuck. I'm stuck in an empty room all by myself. And I can't play chess. Chess. So I'm not using my pinky there. That's why I'm only typing 90 words per minute. You guys aren't going to believe this because you can say anything on the internet. So I'll give you a straight face about it. I took a typing test the other day. It was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It was at typeracer.com, which is a fun place to type if you want to challenge your typing skills. That's typeracer.com if you're typing it. Anyway, I got on there. I was like, let's see how fast I can type. I typed 115 words per minute. For those of you who don't know how fast that is, that's really, 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 really fast. That's like up in the beyond the 1 percentile of typists. Why can I type that fast? I'll show you guys why. And then you'll all type slow like me. It's because this website, Colmac.com. Some of you have heard of Colmac. It's an alternate keyboard layout. Does this look crazy or what? The home row, instead of ASDFJ or GHJKL semicolon, the way everybody knows it, is all over the place. And instead you've got the common letters under your fingers. What do you know, right? So here's all the vowels, A, E, I, O, U. This is where you, except U's up there. That's where you put your fingers so they don't have to stretch out everywhere. So this is actually the layout I use. It takes a long time to learn. For a week or two, you'll be typing slower than usual. But after you get used to this, I would say it's definitely more comfortable. And also you can type a bit faster because your fingers aren't having to reach as far. The nice thing about this layout is that the Z, X, C, V are in the same place as the normal layout, which means if you like those shortcuts, undo, cut, copy, and paste with the Control Z for undo, all that stuff. I bet just about everybody knows about those shortcuts. They don't jump all around the board. The most popular alternative keyboard layout is called Dvorak, but most people call it Dvorak. That layout has the disadvantage of putting some of those letters in the right hand and some in the left hand all over the place. So if you switch to that layout, you really can't copy and paste very well without some kind of third-party hack. So that's why I like Colmac. It's now the third most popular keyboard layout. But if you change keyboard layouts, you're crazy already, because nobody does that. But it will let you type a little faster, in my opinion. Happened to me too. Check the Twitch chat. Check the chat. Oh, there's all this chat I'm not seeing. Okay, so since you guys are just looking at the screen, here's the chat as well. So it says, how do you know that Presa is a Serbian GM? I play with him. Streaming is a handicap. I like to hear that. Touchdown. Tilo is referencing the Crazy Openings episode that you guys should watch because we made a touchdown in that episode. He has a talent for beatbox. The reason I have a talent for beatbox is because I'm beatboxing for longer than I've been annoying my family, which is my entire life. Optimistic player. You are good, ChessWhiz. Nice game. Crash him like bug. I think he means crush him like a bug, but if I get in him and crash him, that sounds fun too. Drive too fast. He looks like a skeleton. Are you saying I look like a skeleton? That's a little harsh. Okay, what happens next? Do you consider to stream and Switch? A few people have asked me that. Twitch, not Switch. Oh dear, bug, what is real? So now we're in the bug. 1500 ELO, blah, blah. Sorry about that. A bug fix is on the way, but it won't be here today. So we're stuck outside the tournament. Fortunately, we've wasted so much time that the tournament has 7 minutes left. That's still a long time. How do I get back to chat? Sublime, by the way, is a good text editor if you're a programmer, which I am. Where were we? Chat. There it is. It's a bug that appeared today. That is what happens with bugs. They appear. I already tried withdrawing and re-entering. Go play checkers. That's good advice, but I'm not going to play checkers because speed checkers is not quite the spectator sport that speed chess is. I feel that Thibaut is amazing. Would like him to show us some of his thinking. Here's some of his thinking. He's allergic to advertising. What is your real ELO? That's going to be a secret. Actually, I'm not FIDE rated because I don't play internationally. But if I were FIDE rated, I think that a rating of 2000 might be a compliment. So I'm not that strong of a chess player. That requires some brain rewiring. Sure does. Who are you and why are we learning about type? Good question. I'm ChessWhiz and you're learning about this because you're watching me, and that's your fault for clicking the link. I can't save the tourney. The bug fix will come out tonight. Sorry about that. I use Colmac too. Look at this is Thibaut himself. He's going in disguise. He's going as Ornikar, which is his actual online name, because you're not going to believe this, but Tebow is actually his first name. He uses Comac, so it's become a lot more popular. I used it in the dark ages when other layouts were Orencito, which I think no one's heard of anymore, but I actually learned 4 different keyboard layouts in the search of the perfect layout. So I did it before it was cool, guys. If you're a coder, you can benefit from Comac. It's true. So you guys should check out Comac. Don't switch unless you're serious, because if you change keyboard layouts, you're going to get frustrated. That's just part of the game. But if you ever recover from that, then you'll be cool like me. So because we are stuck outside the tournament, we're not going to play any more tournaments. Let's talk about the next episode. Next episode is going to be episode 12. That's obvious since this was 11, but here's the cool thing. We are going to do the first ever Lichess Simul. You know what a Simul is? It's short for simultaneous exhibition. I hope that helps. A Simul is where you play multiple chess games at the same time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be playing 12 games of chess in honor of the 12th episode at the same time against the viewers. So that's not going to be something you want to miss. If you want to be one of the lucky 12, here's what you've got to do. Teams. You click on Teams up here and you join the most awesome team there is, if you haven't already. And I know a lot of you already have. Teams. I clicked Teams. What's going on? Is my internet down? If my internet is down, you won't be seeing me not click Teams. There we go. Let's get the chat back here. I want to be able to see chat off screen, even if you can't. You beat me 1 year ago, says a viewer. French defense was played. It's very true, because I play the French. Then you click All Teams, and then you search for TV. Television. Don't search for TB, which can happen. I didn't mean to click that by mistake, but if you do that, you'll get the tuberculosis team. Just kidding. TV. There is Chess with TV. Join this team. So there's going to be a join button. You definitely want to join it. First, you have to join it to play in the Simul. Secondly, because you've got to join it in order to be awesome. I wish I could join this tournament up here, but there's a bug. So here's where it says forums. We're going to create a new forum thread. Now I'm going to try to type without my pinky, so this is going to be difficult. Episode 12. Simultaneous exhibition. Exhibition is hard to spell because the H jumps out at you. Sign up below. Now, first 12 people to sign up get to be in this thing. So you gotta be fast. So get your screens ready. However, if you're not there, too bad. In fact, you get bad points if you're not there. So let me tell you when it is. Tuesday at 3 p.m. GMT, which is the same time as this episode is. And then I'll give you the date, just in case you guys come a week later and say, where's the Simul? It's going to be the 13th. May 13, 2012. Pardon the sloppy typing. Can't blame me, I'm not using my pinky. So, the first 12 responders. I can't type. Responders. Not doing a very good show for Comac here. Will get to play against me all at once. Against someone's challenging me. Chess whiz all at once. That's not whiz. There's an H. It makes it whiz like a gust of wind. Time control will be 25 minutes because I'm playing all these games at once with 5 seconds delay added every move. Good luck. So don't jump over here and sign up if you're not planning to come Tuesday at 3, which is not 3 p.m. for you guys. Keep that in mind. So look at your clocks. It's actually a different time zone for you, most likely. Although there's a few GMT viewers now. Checkmate. But if you can't be there and you do want to play, you should definitely do it because it's going to be space is limited. Create topic, and it's on. Ready, set, go. See who can get to that first. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Where I'm from, that's the way we count seconds. Don't know if that's kind of a worldwide thing to do or not. Okay, that's enough of my face. Anything else going to be happening on this stream, or should everyone just sign off? Yes, there's one more thing happening. Joksha has challenged me to a 5-minute casual game, and I'm going to decline that. That's what's happening. Boom. Let's go see if the tournament's working now. Weekly bullet. You are playing Aurora Chess. And look, I'm not the only person that's stuck. These guys are probably stuck too. Is this actually going? Oh, it is. So I'm the only stuck player. Sorry about that bug. Fix coming ASAP. A sap comes from a tree. So to entertain you guys, we're going to play 0 minutes and 1 second per move. And we're just going to play a quick game of chess here. And then we're going to sign off. So if you're tired of this, then you can sign off now. It's just going to be a little bit more speed chess. But come back on Tuesday, because you definitely want to catch the simul. All right, stop popping out. Weekly bullet tournament in progress. I'm going to withdraw that later. All right, go. Chess, chess, chess. It's fast chess all the time fast. My pieces are lagging behind my mouse. You can see this. That's not an acceptable behavior for pieces. I've given up a pawn. Yeah, these pieces are really lagging. Not sure why. Okay, but it's pretty serious in a 1 minute, 1 second, 0 minute game to have your pieces kind of go chung 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 chung. The site sometimes does this. Somebody does this. Trade, trade, trade. I'm down a pawn, so a great time to trade. Not. For those of you who are wondering why I'm trading, the answer is I shouldn't be. If you're down, you should keep the pieces on the board to keep things complicated and make possibilities for yourself to come back. Now that I've won a bishop, I'll trade. This is going to be a great bishop attack here coming down on his king. It's going to be double check. Oh. It's not double check. I'll attack his queen, and then I can take down here. Checkmate! And out of time at the same time. I win with my laggy pieces. I should get a bonus for that. This weekly bullet tournament is annoying me. So I'm clicking withdraw. Hopefully it's going to be gone now. The lag comes from... So we've just learned in chat that the laggy screen comes from the glowing advertisement at the top of the screen telling me to join the tournament. That's pretty sad. Maybe we could program a glowing thing that doesn't lag out the screen. That'd be great for version 2. So is this laggy? Still a bit laggy, so unfortunately that's not quite true. It's weird. Oh, out of time. Rematch. It's weird because I've got this powerful computer. But then again, I am broadcasting my voice to a whole lot of people all over the internet. That would make me go slowly if I had to do that. Attack the knight. I want to win this pawn, so I'll take that knight in order to win it. Check. Oh, that's not check. That was a weird move indeed. My bishop got a little bit drunk, and it moved diagonally plus off 1 square. So I've got this isolated D pawn. What better time than to trade? Not. I should not be trading. I do it out of habit because in a really fast game, trading makes things easier on yourself. But I really shouldn't do it. It also makes things easier on your opponent, which is not what we want. Need to help get this rook out of the way. It's kind of out there, if you know what I mean. There we go. You can have my pawn, but I'm going to be aggressive with my rook. That's not safe. That's not safe. How about here? Two seconds left. Lose a pawn. Are you going to check me and force me out? Yes. Down a pawn, but we each have 1 passed pawn here, so it's kind of, oh, maybe we'll get a draw. I'm going to auto-claim that draw. That's a new setting in the settings. Great place for a setting. If you click up here and then go preferences, then you can turn on, down here, game behavior. Automatically claim a draw on 3-fold repetition. You guys can turn this on too, and then you can be as cool as me. While I'm browsing the site, I should show off another bug. This is pretty cool. So you click up here, and it gives you your little drop down. Try going to the Players tab, Players, dun, 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 and then click that. Oh, it works now. Last night it wasn't working. Maybe it's been fixed without my knowledge. Before, I would click here and it didn't drop down. Well, that's too bad. Someone in chat says, what happened to your pinky? So I'll give you the full story, and then we're going to sign off. I'm going to play fast chess while giving you the story, but I'll give you a second. Give myself another second each move. Make that 2. To make the story a little easier. So I'm eating dinner, right? Most people do that. Some people call it supper, but I call it dinner. And then I'm done eating. Okay, we're starting pretty early in the story. Then what happens? I think, well, I've got this plate that I was eating dinner with. I should take this over to the sink. That's pretty logical. Here in the United States, we have sinks where we wash our dishes. Everything's pretty normal so far. Then what happens? I'm almost to the sink, and then I notice that I'm dropping the plate because I ate so much cheese that the plate has become slippery. That often happens to me because cheese tastes so good. F4, let's get some space over here. Oh, I have plenty of time, I can think. So I'm dropping the plate, but I'm almost to the sink. So my brain says, oh, you're dropping the plate, do something about that. But then it says, if you hold the plate against the sink, or against the cabinet there where the sink is, you might be able to trap it there so it doesn't break. Okay, I say, that's a good idea, brain, I'll do that. So I start pushing my hand against the plate to try to pin it to the cabinet. Well, this next part happened very quickly, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but whatever it was not slow motion. The plate must have broken against the cabinet. That's all I can think. And this plate, bad luck for me, was made out of glass. When glass breaks, it becomes sharp. And this glass was no different. It became sharp. But my brain didn't notice. It said, hold that plate against that cabinet right now. So I did that, but it was sharp. You can imagine what happened next. My pinky got in there. And I held it against the cabinet, but it was sharp. And I ended up slicing my pinky into two parts. The part that's the better part of the pinky, where people look at your pinky and they say, oh, that's your pinky. And then the very small part, where people would say, that's a piece of your pinky, but it's not really your pinky, if you know what I mean. That's the part that became detached. And it was about, well, I can't tell you how many inches it was because, oh, I've been checkmated. And I wasn't finished with the story. And I had not enough pawns to beat him. I can't tell you how many inches the cut was because nobody around here uses inches. They use centimeters. It was about 1 centimeter deep, I think. Very painful. I started bleeding like someone who's been cut 1 centimeter. Let's play another game against someone who's easier to beat. Come on. And so what happened next? I bled a lot and it hurt a lot, and here I am today not being able to type on it. I found this amazing product, or actually a relative of mine did. I won't disclose quite what or who. You put it on your owie finger and it glues it. It actually smells like glue. And it's like, why would you put glue on your finger that's bleeding everywhere? But it actually worked great. It's like called skin glue or finger glue or something like that. It's like super glue, and it glued the cut closed, which was exactly what I needed. So that worked great, and my finger is healing now, but I'm not typing on it. So that's the story of the finger. This is our last chess game, and then we will be signing off. Don't forget to join the simultaneous exhibition by going to Teams ChessWizTV and Ouch Check, and putting your post in there quick as you can, because only the first 12 will get to play. My chess is really suffering. Really, really suffering. JMC is probably laughing to himself. He's like, yeah, tell him about that pinky. Keep telling him. You tell him, ChessWiz. Tell me more about that pinky. How was it? How did it feel? How did it feel, ChessWiz, when you sliced your pinky? I think pinky's a pretty weird name. Oh, I'm checkmated. No, I'm not. That was close. Queen c8 almost. Oh, he's going to try to do something to me over there. Would have been checkmate. So how are we doing? 5 pawns against 6 pawns. Too bad I'm not him. How about queen here? That's a good spot for his queen. This is a good spot for my queen. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, he knows about that special chess rule. En passant. Yeah, opposite color bishops. That's not even true, it's same color bishops. That's a good attack he's got going. Good attack. And he's promoting a pawn. Kind of a sad way to finish off the cast. But it's better than... Okay, what's the perfect move here? I think queen takes f4. Oh, you can't take my queen. I resigned already. Oh, nice try. GG. Good game. This has been episode 11, playing in the Weekly Bullet. Didn't quite get the result we wanted, but it was still a lot of fun. I'll see you guys next time.